So now we're going to talk about the seed launch, and I know a lot of people are really excited about this one. So the seed launch is an absolute great way to start. It's a great place to start. This is where you start if you have no list, no product. It's the absolute easiest way to create a product. And because it's a very interactive process and you end up working fairly closely with people as you go through it, it's great for getting testimonials and case studies because you naturally build this relationship with the people that are going through it. It's an easy, simple launch to do, and it can lead to a much bigger launch. In the business launch formula, back in module 2, I talked about how I started this business of teaching product launches, this product launch formula business. I started it with a seed launch. It's how I created a great product right out of the gate. Not many of us are trained teachers, and not many or educators. Not many of us know instinctively how to teach whatever we're expert on. And there's this thing called the curse of knowledge. And the curse of knowledge is this idea that, whatever you're going to be teaching about, whatever you're creating your product about, you are some type of an expert, and as an expert, it's very hard to remember what it was like to be a beginner. Whether it's mountain biking or playing the guitar or playing tennis or, building a social media presence or whatever it is, you're an expert, and it's hard to remember when you first started out. That's just the way it is because you got so much knowledge, and the beginner stuff is just, you don't even have to think about it. So it's almost like breathing. There was a time where walking was very difficult for you and for me. When we were about a year old, walking was really, really difficult, but now we don't have to think about it. We don't have to think about all the things we do to walk across the room. And no matter what, if you're teaching tennis, it's like, holy cow, you've just forgotten how many things have to happen to actually hit that ball. And so the seed launch helps you avoid that curse of knowledge because it's very interactive. All the way through, you're doing teleseminars or webinars, and each time you are surveying people before the calls and after the calls to find where the gaps are, what you need to be teaching, what they really want to know, what you aren't teaching, what you have to revisit and teach better. And that's how I created a great product with Product Launch Formula right out the gate. My very first version was awesome because it really wasn't my first version. It was the second version that the seed launch I had done for it. Those first 6 people that I sold it to, they taught me how to teach. They taught me what my blind spots were as an expert. And so that's why seed launches are great. It's, you make money, you get paid before the seed launch, or before the product creation. You get paid right up front, then you create the product. You get those testimonials and those case studies, and you just create a great product. It's awesome. It's the other thing is it isn't just for beginners. It's absolutely not just for beginners. It's if you have a current business, but you have an idea for a new product, and you want to roll that out, and you want to get paid before you create the product. You sort of want to hold your feet to the fire just so that you actually create the product. But a lot of us are really good at procrastinating when it comes to product creation. Jeff, yeah, right. Sometimes I've been known to procrastinate a little bit on product creation. But this way you get paid, and now you got to create the product. It's sort of, my friend Eben Pagan calls this inevitability thinking. You set up a situation where you actually have to perform. So seed launches are great if you have a current business and you want to create a new product. You want to test out a product idea. I just did a seed launch a few months ago. It was absolutely awesome. It was about a topic that I've been teaching for years and years and years, and I've had tons of clients and students go through, but I put together what I called a deep dive. And this was, I took this topic and I created a super deep level training, or a higher level training for this topic. And I learned so much about my clients and where they were at in their current lives and where they were at in terms of using my teaching, and it helped me learn just an incredible amount about that topic and about my overall client base. So it was really great. So it brought in a bunch of money, it helped me create a great product that I'm going to be using in the future, and it helped me learn an unbelievable amount. So seed launches are great, whether you have an existing business, and you want to roll out a new product idea and get paid before you create the product, and then they're fantastic if you have no list and no product. They are on the way simple end of product launches, of all the different types of product launches. They're far simpler, and they're easy to do. So you're just starting out, you absolutely want to use a seed launch. Got some great examples for you, so let's just go ahead and dig right into them.